Today we are going to be checking out the Realm of Frost and Inkwash DLC for Gunfire Reborn. Specifically, we're going to be having a look at the new character Lynn. She's a lot of fun and really strong. The build that we are going for is a weak spot crit build, and it is insanely good. This is going to be a bit of a long one, so sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's jump right into it. We're going to be grabbing the Full of Flaws spirit enhancement. I can't remember the names of them right now, but basically what this one does is it gives +1 enemies weak spots capacity, 50% weak spots generation, or minus 50% weak spots generation interval, minus 60% unbalanced chance. Hitting a weak spot causes other weak spots to take 50% damage. So I think if you're going for a weak spot build, Full of Flaws is basically essential for you to grab, especially early on. We've got a Jet Octopus, an Arc Light, and a Wolf Gaze. Since we're kind of I'm going to be focusing on trying to do a weak spot build here. I want to get something that does good weak spot damage. We obviously want something that fires quickly, but also has pretty solid damage in general. And the Wolf Gaze is definitely that. It gives some pretty good damage overall. It's got the spread shot and the submachine gun fire rate, so I think that's going to work pretty well for what we're going for here, especially as a first weapon. I haven't used my ability one time, which is absolutely crazy. Use it on that guy because he's scary. And that guy is also kind of scary, but that's fine. We got through it. And I definitely missed that portal back there. All right. What do we got here? Weapon hits on weak spots will store 10% of weapon damage when shooting, causes enemy unbalanced, deals all stored weapon damage to the enemy. Yeah, you guys will learn that sometimes the translations are not so great. If you were there for the live stream on Sunday, we talked about it quite a bit. But regardless, game's really good, and the DLC has actually been quite good. Not that I've really disliked any of the DLCs that they've put out, but this one particularly has like some pretty decent mechanics, and I think both of the characters are pretty strong. Obviously, Lynn is, I would say, the stronger of the two, but Momo is pretty good as well. Just a little bit harder to build around, I think. Corrosion Shard. Corrosion damage plus 25% and immune to the negative effects of decay. The additive effect is doubled while in decay. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know that we're necessarily going to utilize it, but we could end up with damage conversion, so we could convert whatever weapon we have into corrosion damage, which would be really good. That first floor is generally pretty easy, so good thing we didn't like totally fail and die. That would be pretty embarrassing. I think the damage from the execute is just kind of absurd. Okay, we've got a Crimson Fire Scale. I really, really like this weapon, generally speaking. It's got increased accuracy and stability, and increased lucky shot chance. This one does increased damage to enemies in decay. I think we'll just... I mean, obviously we'll pick up the Crimson Fire Scale because it offered it to us. I'm going to say that my damage was probably slightly better on the Wolf Gaze. Oh god. Oh god. No. No, no, no. They almost got me. Not quite, but almost. They almost got me. Alright, Good and Evil. Plus 15% lucky shot chance if you don't own any curse scrolls. We get increased shield and armor for each curse scroll we own. So that could be really good if we can find Evil Banishing Talisman. The increased accuracy with the fire scale is pretty good. Ooh. See, that's really strong. He's about to attack, and I can just freeze him in place. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Oh. Okay. Whew. Kind of tense. I almost died there. The Grenadiers. The frickin' Grenadiers. Yeah, I mean, we'll take some more weak spot damage. That's what we're going for, so might as well, right? Alright. Ammo extractor. Monsters will cure other monsters around based on lost HP. That's terrible. That is a really, really bad bonus. We are also playing on, or curse, I guess? It's not really a bonus. Ooh. Missed that guy. We are also playing on the hardest difficulty, so we're playing on Reincarnation 9, which you can see up there at the top. So things are very scary. Okay, that guy's corrosive. Okay, I'd love it if you would... There we go. Oh, I was hoping he would stay frozen a little longer. You played yourself, my guy. He smacked the explosive barrel and did damage to himself. Nah, I don't think so. No explodey dudes in my face. Not today, no sir. Okay, now we gotta wait for this puddle to go away. Alright, so we can give some essence to look for an enhanced occult scroll. Take it. Enhanced heavy shield, huh? When hit by enemies, 50% chance to immune all damage. Yo, yeah, give it to me. What is this? Crazy luck. We got a fight there. Ancient timer, minus 50% primary skill cooldown, but secondary skill will have a 3-second cooldown. I'm actually perfectly fine with that. The execute is way better than the frost grenade. I don't necessarily think I need any of those things. I'll take the bun. Ooh, a revealer. So the really nice thing about the revealer is whenever we ADS, we get automatic weak spot hits. And well, every hit is a weak spot hit, which goes really, really well with what we're trying to do here. Yeah, I'll take that. And just in case, I feel like the Crimson Fire Scale was decent, so we'll hold on to that. Just in case this weapon is absolutely garbage. I don't think that's going to be the case, but could very well happen. Seen crazier things. Sometimes things are just not the way they should be. Or rather, not what they seem. Okay, that thing's gonna die. What's interesting is I actually think I'm doing less damage. Uh-oh. Reasons why I took the other weapon, though, with me. I might not be able to complete this. Potentially. No. That is so lame. Okay, I should have swapped to the other weapon. I do not think that that revealer is as strong as I had hoped it would be. At least we got some money out of it. Alright, one failed event is not the end of the world. Got many more events to go. Hopefully the rest of them will be more successful than that one. Okay. Not bad. Pretty good damage. I'm gonna need that guy to chill out. Yeah, I think the AoE damage from the Crimson Fire Scale is just hard to pass up this early on. Nice. Okay, what is an... We don't need an Icy Spear. I'm not like a huge fan of that weapon in general. Okay, we've got all sorts of stuff going on here. We've got a Craftsman and a Phantom Peddler. I think we'll do the Peddler first. Let's see. Okay, so this is getting increased crit time, or like crit multiplier on each crit hit, up to 4 times, and resets on a normal hit or miss. And then minus 55% reload time when ammo in the magazine is less than 50%. Enduring Caster, plus 2% total skill damage for every 5 total HP you currently have. I mean, we'll take this. The the critical fire dragon is interesting. I don't think that's necessarily that good, but it's interesting. Let's try the lightning blast. I'm more or less just experimenting here. Let's give it an etch and see what we get. Plus accuracy and stability. That's quite strong. What about you? Minus reload time. That's also pretty strong. All right. So we get weapon hits on weak spots. Store more. That gives us 3 of this in the very quickly on the first stage. That's pretty bonkers. It's not the best one necessarily, but it's pretty decent. I think Moon Chaser is what we're going to go with. After throwing frozen grenades, enter a 7.5 second enhanced state plus 50% rate of fire. Rifle bullets auto target weak spots. It has a 30-second cooldown, and it decreases by 1 second whenever we break a weak spot. So that just really helped us get the crit multiplier on this lightning blast, because we can throw that and then we just automatically hit weak spots, or we're supposed to. Oh, that guy's still alive. All right. I think we just take the guaranteed rare scroll. We got magnetic coil, which is interesting. The rate of fire on this lightning blast is not as good as I had kind of hoped it would be. Even with our... Okay, with our state, it's pretty decent. Come on. Okay, executing also gets rid of immortality, which I think is insanely good. Increased movement speed if we can defeat or assist 12 enemies without taking any damage for at least 3 seconds before completing 3 scenes. Weakness exposed, plus 10% enemies damage taken for 3 seconds when they get hit. Target in the same can be stacked with other target in the same series up to 50%. Damage bonus is reduced to 5% if the task is already complete. Okay. For completing 3 rooms, finish 3 times, defeat, assist, and 3 enemies within 5 seconds. Okay. I mean, I'll take this. I'm gonna go with this one. That seems like it could be really good. I do not want the strike wing. It shoots too slow. Okay, this is gonna be bad. Okay, not good. Really not good. I am stuck. I am really, really stuck in this corner. Like, holy cow. All right. At least we got out of the crazy corner that we were in. Okay. We might be in a bit of trouble here. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish the task, and then we're going to have a negative effect, which is going to be interesting. Mildly difficult if we end up with a negative effect off of that Taskmaster. Gain 1 stack of state on hitting weak spots, 3 stacks of state on shattering weak spots, plus 1% skill damage and weapon damage for each stack. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. And then I guess I have to kind of hop my way up here. See if we can get a... So with the DLC, we got the Demon Spirit Merchant. We have the ability to summon summon monsters as companions, and they do different things depending on what, like, they have different affixes, kind of like the weapons, which is really neat. When player hits an enemy, Demon Spirit recovers 1% HP. For every 30 max HP Demon Spirit has, player gains 1 max HP and armor/shield. Okay, this sounds insane because you increase the HP that it has, which then converts into HP for yourself. So that seems like it's pretty good. Without a doubt. Yeah, I definitely think that, as crazy as it sounds, this Crimson Fire Scale is still better. Which I find a little bit strange. Okay. Spearman is not ideal. Oh. No, no, no. Oh dear Lord. I'm gonna go down. I am quite surprised I didn't go down there. Okay, once I break his armor, because I have no corrosion damage, so having a hard time here. Okay. Once we broke the armor, it was fine. Oh, we got a golden goblet. That's pretty sick. So plus 200% base damage for frost burial, plus 25% initial value, plus 1% value of lethal line after shattering weak spot, or after causing unbalanced 1.5 times damage resistance. I want to take the damage. We need the damage. We're kind of struggling a little bit with damage right now, but it's not too bad. That could be really strong. So plus 150% lucky shot chance for next 2 shots after 3 consecutive critical hits, and we are auto targeting weak spots. So that has the potential to be quite strong. I'm not going to say that it 100% is going to be strong, because as we've seen, it's been a little hit or miss for sure. Star Devour also auto reloads, or like reloads over time, so you can't manually reload this weapon, which can be a little bit difficult to manage. Surprise bonus: when dealing skill damage, there's a 15% chance to deal plus 100% total damage. Further you are away from enemies, the more damage you do, or recover 1% max HP and 5 ammo of the current weapon whenever you deal elemental effect to enemies. I'm going to take the surprise bonus. I think there were a few there that had some decent merit, but this one I think is going to be the best. Going into the golem, this might be a little bit tough. We'll see if we just get absolutely obliterated here. Plus 10% lucky shot chance for every 10% ammo consumed in the total magazine capacity. Rate of fire increase minus reload time. Okay. I don't think we necessarily want to go with any of this. That's odd. A little bit of a visual bug there. It's showing me a Crimson Fire scale, but it's actually a wild hunt. So, yeah. A little bit weird on that one. Ooh, a tracker. Plus 150% lucky shot chance after for the next 2 shots after 3 consecutive critical hits. Rate of fire increase and more damage and shock effect. We're just gonna take the tracker because we like to auto aim. Auto aiming is fun. And also it's hopefully going to mean lots and lots of damage. Okay, increased lucky shot chance and rate of fire is decreased, but we've got an increase, so not too bad. I actually think that we might be okay going into this fight. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure. We might be okay. Assuming I don't get hit by random stuff, of course. Okay. Hit that weak spot. That, our lobster is just up there absolutely tanking. Okay, that sucked. To be fair, not really my fault. Absolutely trivializing this boss right now. I have to be a little bit concerned with the rocks, as they do a pretty decent amount of damage. Ouch. Okay. And you are dead, my good man. You are dead. Sweet. Alright. Backup shield. Recover 40% shield or armor instantly when the shield is broken. That's great. We do not need a bloody drill. Glowing light can't crit, so we don't want that either. Okay, demon lore. Plus 100% elemental effect chance of this weapon. Projectile increases for every enemy killed. I could see how this potentially could be strong. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. I think the tracker is going to be better, but plus 20% damage when shattering weak spot. Each shatter on the same target increases subsequent damage 5%, up to 20%. Yeah, I'll take that. We are going full on weak spot damage. All right. Into Act 2. So we get to take some interdependent fortunes, which will give us a scroll, and in exchange the enemies get bonuses. So when HP is reduced to 0, HP is fixed at 1 for 5 seconds. Killing an enemy within this duration will recover 50% max HP and 50% max shield or armor. This occult scroll is destroyed after triggering once. But the enemies get, when HP is reduced to 0, HP is fixed at 1 for 1 second. Dealing damage on any enemy within this duration will recover 10% max HP and 10% max shield. This effect will only trigger once. So, no. Similarly, I think giving them movement speed after inflicting or being inflicted by the decay effect is like not really, it's not like as bad for sure. But we don't want any of those. Okay, no discounts. The wares on Peddler are 20% more expensive, but the enemies have a 20% chance to drop double amount of copper. So if we wanted to, we could take no discounts and then hope that we find some way to mitigate curse scrolls, or to get rid of this. And then we just have a 20% chance to get double the amount of copper. It's actually not a terrible idea. I'm going to do it. Paranormality, that's a big no for me. After taking damage, restore 3% HP per second for 5 seconds. Gives basically the same effect to the enemies. I don't want to do that either. Plus 25% lucky shot chance for each shot at the cost of 1 additional spare ammo. Recover consumed spare ammo upon triggering a lucky shot. When dealing damage to players, minus 3% random reserve ammo of this player. I'll actually take that. Strategic advantage, plus 40% movement speed for 3 seconds after using dash. But the enemies get plus 40% movement speed for 3 seconds after each attack. We've got plus 1% all damage for every 100 copper spent. If you bring over 500 copper to the next stage, the excess part will be spent automatically. 50% chance to drop 1 copper when inflicting damage, plus 20% damage taken after dropping copper up to 5 stacks. That's crazy. No thanks. I'll just give them extra movement speed. We're auto targeting, so it shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. It could be really, really bad. But we'll see. There's a 20% chance for any scroll to become their enhanced version when offered by a chest/drop rewards. You can purchase 2 enhanced occult scrolls from Phantom Peddler. Merchant Phantom Peddler can be refreshed once, or you can refresh all available ascensions once per golden goblet. I'll take the occult booster. It has a better chance to give us more stuff, and I like getting more stuff, so that's kind of my thought process on it anyway. Okay, I did it once. The real question is, can I complete this scene having killed 3 things without getting hit? There we go, we did it. Barely, but we did it. That was close. Frenzied Shark. No, thank you. Nice. Phantom Peddler. When there are no monsters within 8 meters, gain 2 stacks every 0.5 seconds. Lose 1 stack every 0.5 seconds. Otherwise, gain plus 1% lucky shot chance per stack. And when at 40 stacks, gain an additional 10%. I mean, we'll take it. There's no, like, immediate downside to that. It's not like we are... Oh, there's a red chest over here. It's not like we're getting some negative effect if there's a whole bunch of people around us, so I think we'll take a normal gift box. I don't necessarily want to lose. I guess I could destroy this cursed scroll. Yep. Okay, so we paid quite a bit of health in order to destroy that cursed scroll. Basically just means that we need to be a little bit careful going into this fight here. But I think we're more than capable of just, like, absolutely blowing through all these enemies. As long as we don't get hit by something random and insta-die. Which is totally possible. Not out of the realm of possibilities. Okay. Need to be a little bit careful not to just, like, get obliterated by this henchman. He does a lot of damage. Okay. Want to kill these snipers as quickly as possible. Ah. Okay, we froze him, which is good. Okay, nope. Come over here. Okay. We drug him over to this corner so that these bandits wouldn't shoot at us anymore. And now we are pretty healthy, considering what our health was just moments ago. Alright, what do we get out of this chest? Okay, so we got Spirit Feline. Minus 100% damage resistance, but damage taken from each hit won't exceed 14% of total max HP. This can be really good with certain builds. I don't think we want to take it. Enhanced Greedy Choice provides 2 opportunities to pick up all 3 occult scrolls in treasure chests. The occult scrolls obtained cannot be discarded, and after we do it, this is destroyed. I think that's perfectly fine. I like having the ability to take all of the scrolls. Who doesn't? Alright. Definitely want to kill those snipers as quickly as possible. I almost got shot and annihilated there. They can be scary. I'm pretty sure we have found our forever weapon. We will probably keep this weapon till the end of the game unless we find something that has either similar effects or is just like absurdly strong. I'm pretty sure there's still like stuff alive down here. To be fair, it hadn't spawned yet, so I was fine. Let's go get this stuff before we run down there. That way I don't have to backtrack. Okay. Cavalry. Nope. We're good on that. Don't need this either. No. That can't crit, so no point in even looking at it, really. I will, however, upgrade this tracker a bunch of times. Our demon spirit is down here doing who knows what. Feeling all right there, guy? Mr. Lobster? I'm sure he's fine. Oh, okay. Gotta be careful. Come on. Come on, my dude. Do you mind? There we go. Oh, he just... I don't know what that was about. He just kind of flipped around for no reason. I wish he'd pay attention to this demon spirit. There we go. I like how he's still doing damage to us even though he was down. That's not ideal at all. Okay. Spider Hunter. This guy does more damage whenever it attacks stuff or I attack stuff within 8 meters. But we want to stay away from stuff because we got the lone wolf scroll. And then I think I'm actually... The only thing that I think I would switch this out for, since it's making us so tanky, is something that can pick me up. That being said, we do have a whole bunch of eggs to hatch here, so I don't think any of this stuff... I'm not sure if like some of them have the ability to have like a chance to get the pickup inscription, or if it's just random. What does this do? Holy. Okay. Fusion result. Okay, this was the main spirit. Oh, I get to choose. Okay. That's a lot of text. I don't really care one way or the other. I just wanted to see what it did. But does that mean that we could add this and add this and then Spirit Fusion, and now so that none of this is as good as what it had, because this combos together really well. Plus 1% total damage for Demon Spirit per 20 max HP it has. Plus 150% max HP. For every 30 max HP, player gains 1 max HP. Okay. So this just gives us more... I'm going to go with this, because I think it just makes us tankier in general. Oh, yeah. Wow. So 273 armor. Oh, jeez. That was crazy. 273 shield and 243 health is absolutely bonkers. I'd be shocked if we died. I'd have to do something really stupid. I don't put it past me. That's definitely a possibility. I could do something incredibly dumb. Okay, targets a frost burial. Targets a frost burial automatically become unbalanced, minus 1.5 second cooldown for each weak spot shattered. Ooh. Or we deal... I think we take this Winter is Coming. Sounds incredibly strong. And I'm gonna go check up here just to make sure that I didn't miss like a portal or anything. Sometimes they like to hide on you in sneaky spots. I don't think so. I don't think I missed it. They can be pretty sneaky sometimes, though. They tend to spawn in the same locations. So as you become more familiar with the game, you'll kind of start to pick up where they tend to spawn. Some of the locations are, like I said, pretty sneaky. Yeah, you're a demon, for sure. That was a lot of damage. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Let's see. I don't necessarily want a thunderclap. That could be good. It has the ability to create lightning balls on crit hit, increased explosion radius, increased lucky shot chance twice, plus 15% and 40%. And another 15% as a secondary weapon. I'll take it. I don't think we're gonna run out of normal ammo, although I am burning through it relatively fast here. If I etch it, it will get a combo Gemini inscription. That's what it's called. Because it's at +4, so I don't necessarily want to do that. I'll just increase the level of my tracker some more. I don't foresee me using the Scorching Rounds very much, but it's possible. With hit at least 40 times in the next 100 shots. I mean, before completing 3 rooms, achieve the following 3 times. Defeat or assist 3 enemies using the weapon within 4 seconds. And we replace a random normal inscription of the selected weapon with a rare inscription. Do we want to lose? I mean, if we could get rid of this plus 50% total weapon damage, that'd be amazing. Or we could just take the increased weapon damage. I mean, I'm going to hit 40 times in the next 100 shots. I auto-aim. So this is a guarantee. I think we could do this pretty easily. I just don't want to lose the extra lucky shot chance here. Or the rate of fire. If I lost the rate of fire and just had minus 10%, That'd be pretty sad. I think this is the better. Ooh, hello. Okay. I think we should be good. Yeah, okay. Now I can just fire all I want. I am just mowing through these guys. Honestly, the weak spot build on Lynn is probably some of the most busted Gunfire Reborn I've ever played. It's just so strong, so fast. Takes very little time to ramp up. And if you can find a weapon that, like, complements it at all, you're in a really good spot. Like, we don't even do lightning damage, and this guy's got a whole bunch of buffs on him, and we are just absolutely plowing through. And now he's gonna be destroyed. That guy's supposed to be pretty hard to kill. He was not very difficult, all things considered. Okay. Yeah. So if you haven't figured it out, the new DLC is pretty solid. At least as far as what they added for weapons and the characters. The new stage is a little underwhelming. Hopefully, I actually don't think we'll find that. Well, we have a random chance to find it on the next stage. All right, let's see. We get to take our pick. So we can go Frost Energize 3, or we can gain additional stacks when hitting weak spots to increase our damage, or we can take the Shattering. I think I'm going to take the Shattering. I mean, this does AoE damage. I think I might actually take this. Yeah, we'll finish that one off. It'll stop offering it to us now, at least. There's a red chest here. Replace all normal inscriptions with rare inscriptions. Reroll all inscriptions or upgrade. We'll just upgrade. I think we run the risk if we replace all of our inscriptions with rare inscriptions of this gun. Probably not becoming absolutely terrible, but definitely a pretty big risk of the gun just not being as good as it is currently anyway. Although there is the possibility that the damage falls off. I said that we'd probably keep this gun for the rest of the run, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. I think there's a possibility of it. Really depends on what we find. Not good. Okay, I need to kill that guy. Cool. I don't want to go in that portal until I've cleared this room. That way I don't pop out of the portal and then just get jumped. Okay. Let's get in there and do this thing. Kill us probably a coyote. No, it's going to be a hermit, I think. They're supposed to be random, but they tend to spawn in... Yeah, it's a hermit. Oh. Not good. What I need to do is I need to find some way for me to gain ammo back. Because right now we are chewing through ammo with this occult scroll, this bullet light. I mean, the star ring is definitely not. It's not a pickup at all, I don't think. Okay, we have the ability to take all 3 of these scrolls, if we so choose. Explosive bullets. Weapons will cause an additional explosion upon shooting, dealing damage equivalent to 50% of the weapon's damage. Blazing hoop. So just a ring that expands that does fire damage. And then divine energy plus 10% or 5%, 10%, 15, and 20% skill damage for each normal, rare, exclusive Gemini inscription on the holding weapon. Okay. Sorry, just taking a drink of my water here. I think this is a take all situation. Yep, just give me all of those things. Seems pretty good. I think we just became relatively more powerful. We're doing at least AoE damage now whenever we shoot stuff, so that's good. What I'd really like to see is the ascension that gives us, whenever we do a crit hit, it it hits other weak spots around on other enemies. I don't know what my brain was doing there, but it was struggling. It was struggling. Okay. Okay, huge. These elites think that they're gonna do something, but I've got news for them. They're both dead. You guys are just absolutely, positively dead. We might run out of ammo. That is becoming more and more likely. I did have some crit stuff on it, but I don't think we necessarily need it. The Tempest is a fun weapon, for sure. Doesn't go with what we're doing because it can't crit, but it is definitely one that I want to try and build around. Might be something we do here on the channel if you guys are interested in seeing that. It is basically like an Iron Man glove, so kind of cool. The secondary fire auto targets, and then you release it and it shoots everything in front of you. Ooh, okay. Oh, I did not see that barrel there, but I'll take it. It's actually a little bit difficult for me to execute stuff because everything dies so quickly. I'm not able to use my primary skill as much as I'd like to. I mean, I guess I could use it, but like I'd just have to spam it. Let's see. There's a craftsman up there, which I do want to use if I can. Hello. I got stuck on the ramp there twice. Okay. Lots of levels in this tracker. If I'm going to get rid of this thing, it's going to have to be something really good. Here we go. When bullets hit weak spot, splash ice crystals to the nearest enemy within 15 meters. Auto aims at the weak spot, dealing 50% of the weapon's damage. Very good. We're taking that, and hopefully we'll get some more points into it because it does crazy damage. Skateboarder is very good. Very, very good. Revealer, not as good as what we have. I can tell just by looking at it. Well, one would think anyway. I will take that skateboarder though. No retreat plus 50% weapon. We're not using our secondary skill enough to really make that happen. So I don't think that's necessary. I don't need ammo now. I just bought some. So I just spend the 1200 leveling up our weapon. And we're ignoring pain. 60% of the damage an enemy takes will take effect in the next 6 seconds instead of immediately. Okay. That's fine. I'll just have to make do with doing 40% damage. It just means he's going to take damage kind of in a weird way. I'm going to hit him a whole bunch of times, and then suddenly he's going to take a bunch of damage, which is fine. I wonder, like, how much damage this actually does. Oh, okay. Not enough for me to want to shoot it. Okay. This guy is insane. I don't know what they did to him, but they made it to where he goes under, like, way more frequently than he used to. And I would normally not really care that much, except for the fact that it's, like, at such a degree that, like, it's just artificially increasing the difficulty of the boss by making him immune to damage more often, which I think is not the way to fix a boss fight. It just makes it annoying. And I don't think that's necessarily the way you should go. Now he should just be dead. Except for he's gonna go underneath again. Ouch. That hurts. Okay. Okay, we should be able to hit him. Okay, or not. I was hoping to execute him there, but unfortunately we did not get the ability to do that, and I am going to take a hit there. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the invulnerability states, I jumped too early there. Apparently it didn't matter. The invulnerability states are just too much, and I can't get out of that. Okay, I did actually. Now you're dead? Okay. So not only did he have, like, pseudo damage reduction, hold on. I'm going to turn these tutorials off. I don't know why they're still on. I'll edit that out. I don't know why it's still showing that. Unlimited enhancement for each craftsman after the third enhancement, plus 130 copper cost every time. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We don't, like, necessarily need it, but it's not going to do anything negative. It just allows us to enhance more frequently, so if we have the money, we might as well. Pretty sure we're going to just, like, zoom on through the next 2 acts. Hopefully we don't get some crazy bosses or anything like that. That would kind of suck. I'm trying to think of what would actually kill us. At our current power level, I think there's a pretty good possibility that we die to the snake, which would not be good. That would not be good at all. Obviously, to come this far and then die to the snake would be quite terrible. I'm actually perfectly fine with Moldy Bun. So what Moldy Bun does is it makes us recover a random amount of HP when we obtain buns, but enemies spawn with between 50% and 90% HP, which is actually ridiculous. The other thing about that is it doesn't say that it excludes bosses. So I don't know if like bosses also spawn with lower HP thresholds. I think they have a chance to. We'll have to look and see. After dealing damage to a player, that player gains 2 stacks of effect for 10 seconds. Trigger max once per second, -1 weapon level that the player holding for each effect. No. That's a hard pass. Thank you. Plus 100% damage taken from traps and -10% movement speed. Nah. Ooh, Fisher Bear Paw. So this is one that I had a discussion about on stream. That's relatively confusing as far as the wording goes, but I know is very good in most instances. It does do -30% damage dealing of monster, but each attack deals damage twice. I actually think I'm going to take it. I think there's a pretty big possibility that that hurts me in the long run, but we're going to do it. Guarantees elite monster at the end of pre-boss stage. Ultimate Gambler can refresh the golden goblet, or 50% chance to drop an extra spirit egg. I think we'll take the Gambler. There could have been an additional effect there that was really good. Not 100% sure. Oh, okay. We are definitely doing quite a lot of damage. That octopus is kind of scaring me. Obviously, the elite here is absolutely melting. There's another elite up there who is doing really mean things to me. Oh. That catfish is, oh. Yo. These guys need to chill. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'll just get you to die. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Weapon skill consumes all magazine ammo and deals higher damage. That's interesting. Wow. Okay, this one is seems pretty good, but I think ours is better. So we could go for the Argus to get some spores. But we'd have to find another tracker because we've already etched this tracker, which was a mistake on my part. What I should have instead done is I should have increased the level and then put, and then etched it after it was level 4 so that I could get a Gemini inscription on it. But we only had 3 inscriptions on it, and I didn't think that that would last us very long with only 3 inscriptions, and I think I was pretty accurate in that assumption. I do think that we're starting to fall off damage wise a little bit. Oh no, not point blank. So we have to be close to enemies in order to deal damage. Luckily, our lobster is a melee maniac, so shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so complete 4 scenes and we get plus skill damage. Cover 10% of lost HP after each damage. Fall fewer than 1 times before completing 3 scenes, or more weapon damage. I'll take the weapon damage. Ooh. Okay. We just burned through a ton of shots there. Okay, that was not too bad. It could have been worse. Thank God that's over. What do we get? Skill booster. So crit hit stacks energy using the primary or secondary skill consumes the energy, and it does more damage based on the number of stacks we have. Pretty good. Okay, I need this guy to just like go away. Okay. Not bad. Definitely think that increase in damage helped. Also helps that we're doing AoE damage. Well, pseudo AoE damage. Whenever we hit weak spots, they do damage to other weak spots. What I'm kind of looking for now is the ability to break weak spots with our snowball thing. Our secondary skill. Whatever it's called. It's definitely a snowball. I don't know, I don't necessarily know what the name of it is, but I know for a fact it's a snowball. No, I don't need any. I don't need to buy any monsters. I'm sure I've got like an absolute ridiculous number of eggs that I could be hatching. What do you do? It just does a bunch of damage. I prefer the tankiness. Thank you, though. Okay. Yeah, so now it's fully... It's maxed out. And we splash ice crystals to 2 enemies within 15 meters and deals 100% weapon damage. So that just became incredibly strong. Honestly, there are a couple of things that could potentially cause this build to really, really pop off. There are a couple of a couple of weapon inscriptions that could go really hard. Anything that says anytime you hit a critical would be really good. There's a couple different ones. There's one that increases your damage every time you hit a crit or a weak spot. Which would be really good. Deft Hand. Shooting won't consume any ammo for the next 2 seconds after killing an enemy or destroying an item. That's really good. Phoenix Roar. That's a new staff. It is actually pretty interesting. I had a build that went pretty good on Momo with the Phoenix Roar. I do think that there's sometimes there's it's a little inconsistent. I think it's really dependent on the inscriptions that it has. Every 3 seconds without using primary or secondary skill plus 20% weapon damage. Yeah, I mean that's perfectly fine. I don't think we want to take the different ammos. So what that does is it decreases your other ammo types in order to increase the ammo type of whatever the scroll is. So like the normal ammo consumes other ammo types and it makes your normal weapons damage better. Not too sure. Like, this lobster could potentially ruin us. Lobsters are mean and do a lot of damage, and he is shooting a bunch of elemental fireball thingies at us, which is obviously not ideal. And we've got all these other dudes also hitting us at the same time, and I got stuck on something. Yep, okay. No way. Like, what? I don't know what happened there. Okay, so now we have to be really careful. Um. Yeah, that's not even close. It's not even a little bit close. It's been a while since we've seen a shop. I won't lie. I'll take the rare scroll. Sure. Silver metal. Shield starts recharging whenever you kill an enemy or destroy an item. It's pretty decent. Maybe it hasn't been that long since we have seen a shop. I just feel like it has been. Genesis is pretty strong, so whenever we shoot, there's a 20% chance to add extra ammo into the magazine. We'll take that. Do we need ammo? We do. So we'll buy ammo for sure. Do I need ammo again? No, it fully restocks. Okay. Hexagon increases. It has increased projectiles, which is pretty decent. But I definitely think it's going to have less overall damage than our current weapons, so we're just going to pass on that one. Get in here and kill this elite. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult, I don't think. Yes. I need to remember that I can bypass Immortal by casting my primary skill. That is definitely something important to remember. Ooh, okay. Okay, who'd we get? Another lobster, huh? I don't know what's with the game and the lobsters right now, but I don't like it. And by I don't like it, I mean I like really don't like it. Piercing flame, definitely not. Nope. Glazed sight plus crit times after taking damage. 50 times from enemies or traps. The bonus lowers, but it won't go below 0.5. So it's always a positive. You don't get hit, it's an even better positive. Sucker punch is interesting. We're not really doing that much skill damage wise, but I do want the curiosity box, I think, and I want the giant slayer, so I'm just gonna take it all. That was quite a few scrolls there. Let's see. I'd love to see what the extra scrolls were that we got out of the curiosity box. I'd have to watch it back. I think it's Lightning Enthusiast. I don't know if I actually like that. Do we have lightning conversion now? We do. Okay. Maybe it's fine. It'd be nice if we had lightning shard as well, so we wouldn't take the negative effect of lightning. We'll try it and see how it goes. Oh, we got magic watch. That's pretty good. So it resets the cooldown of our primary skill or dash. Right? 33% chance to reset the cooldown every time you use primary skill or dash. Yeah. I thought so. I thought it was both. I'm pretty sure that if you get the enhanced version, anytime you use the primary skill or dash, it has the ability to reset both, which is really good. Ouch. Okay. Ah, they're ignoring damage, which is obviously not ideal. Okay, we've got lots of money, so might as well just increase the heck out of our tracker here. Grab this guy here. Okay, plus 30% weapon damage. All right. Increased movement speed if we can defeat or assist 16 enemies without taking any damage for at least 3 seconds before completing 3 scenes. or more damage? I think I'm going for the more damage. Okay, that was pretty easy. Oh god. That was pretty spooky. By pretty spooky, I mean that was very spooky. I didn't realize there were still dudes up there. Yeah, I'll come back for those. I'm gonna end up dying if I sit there and try and figure out what dropped on the ground. Which would be embarrassing to say the least. Alright, there we go. Now we've got a shop up top, I believe. Go ahead and grab this guy. Frozen grenades explosion creates a 1.5 second vortex. It's not too bad. Plus 50% chance to restore 1 count when shattering weak spots. Or we can gain movement speed and temporary shield when we hit ourselves with the grenade. I don't think I necessarily want any of those, so I'm going to reroll. Increased damage is pretty decent. Frost Burial will add 2 stacks of mark up to 4. Each stack of mark on the target triggers 30% Frost Burial damage 1 time. If causes unbalance, each mark refunds. 0.75 second cooldown. Increasing the damage. If we can get to the next one, weak spots shatter count halved when shattering weak spots guarantee unbalance. See, like, I don't know what the the translation on that one's pretty bad. But we'll take the Blizzard Gale. Oh, was I imagining things? I could have swore I saw a shop up here. Yeah. I'm actually just full on imagining stuff. Plus projectiles. 80% chance to create a corrosion ball on crit hit. 10% lucky shot chance every 10% ammo consumed. When reloading right after killing an enemy, minus reload time and retain the remaining ammo as additional magazine capacity. I mean, that could potentially be decent. It is plus 20. It does 512 damage. Ours is doing 360. It's doing 512 times 2. Maybe that's worth picking up. Giving it a try at least. That guy is not really what we're looking for. Let's give it a try. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how this cavalry feels. I might have to swap pretty quick, but it could also do insane amounts of damage. Yeah, so that's nutty. I wouldn't say that it's like insanely better. I don't know. It might just be better. It does require me to aim, which I'm fine with. I don't mind aiming. I know how to aim. There is something to be said about just auto-targeting and melting an entire room, but I think this is doing more damage. It's kind of hard to tell when you're doing this much. Ooh, when you're doing this much damage, it's hard to know what's better. No. I found that the last lightning blast that we had it wasn't doing it. It did not do enough damage at all. I'm not saying that, like, that immediately means that that lightning blast wasn't going to do any damage either, but I really doubt it's going to compare with this. No. All right. Let's get in here and... Oh, okay. That was close. What do we got in here? Wait for good. First shot after each 10 seconds will deal crit damage. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Why not? I don't think that... This is a weird visual bug. Why are both of these the fire scale? Like, what? Okay. So something's going on with the shotguns. A very strange bug. I don't think I have noticed it up until now, and I have played a decent number of rounds or runs since the update came out. So not sure if maybe I just wasn't paying attention, or if something about this run specifically caused it to break, but yeah, I don't know. Weird. Very, very weird. A little fiddler crab was trying to kill me. Which is very rude, I might say. Okay. Chill. Just chill. Yo. Okay, that lobster is like sniping me from across the map. Alright. These guys need to chill. Take a chill pill. Okay. That's fine. Now, I would like to go... Ah, there it is. I was like, I heard a portal go off. I don't know how or where or what, but I did hear it go off. So now we're looking for a weapon that can give our cavalry some kind of bonus with the Gemini inscription. I don't know what that's going to look like necessarily, but... I am so sorry, Mr. Dragon. I think that's the real one. I am pretty sure. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Where is it? Okay, it's over here. Interesting. Nice. Okay. So get rid of that tiger cannon. Don't need that. Against the flow is absolute garbage. Sorry, I'm not even going to read it. HP is fixed at 1 for 5 seconds when taking lethal damage. Recover 50% HP and shield if any enemy is killed during this period. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just take it. We already died, so it gives us a revive, which is nice. And we don't get a chest or anything because obviously the dragon dropped loot, so... He's a loot dragon instead of a loot goblin. Let's... Ooh. But minus stability. Let's go ahead and set this up for spores. There we go. Spores are definitely better, I think. The crit multiplier is pretty good, but we'll take the base damage, I think. Damage resistant, there is some merit to taking that damage resistance, but might as well take the increased damage. Okay, I don't think we're going to struggle against the ship. I would say the likelihood of that happening is pretty low. Enhanced effective split. Randomly get 2 undiscardable occult scrolls and have a 50% chance to obtain enhanced occult scroll. Sure. I don't know what 2 scrolls I just got, but hopefully they were good. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Refresh. I mean, that's an okay amount of damage. It's better than nothing for the spores. We'll take this vindictive for sure. And I am going to take... We got enhanced evil banishing talisman. Okay, that's kind of cool. What is the... And your curse scrolls become discardable. Okay, but like if we have immunity to them, why would we want to discard them? There are scrolls that give us good effects when we own a couple scrolls. Unless, I guess, you had scrolls that have negative effects whenever you earn or have a cult scroll or curse scrolls. Man, words are hard. Alternatively, what it might be also going after is I know there are some negative effects that revolve around having a certain number of scrolls, which is maybe what it's going for. I don't know. Elemental damage. Okay. Resistance is not as bad as it could be for sure. I'm not too worried about this boss. I think our damage is high enough that I don't really need to be too concerned about it. We also have an absolute crap ton of health. It's never the first one that I kill. Always the second one. There's always a bigger fish. Ouch. If we weren't gonna die to that damage, I don't know what could possibly kill us. We got hit by everything. We got hit by the artillery. We got hit by a octopus and one of those little eyeball thingies. Okay. Enhanced elemental power. Plus 25% elemental damage when triggering elemental effect. It also affects all nearby enemies. Okay, I'll take that. And then plus 100% AoE damage of Frost Burial. This AoE damage can directly shatter weak spots, and each broken weak spot deals an additional 50% AoE. Yeah, give me that. Sounds great. I love that. Don't need that Strike Wing, though. Alright, let's go see if we can beat the final boss, shall we? Let's get in here and do this thing. Dealing damage to a player will cause the player to lose 2% HP per second for 5 seconds. Actually, am fine with that. I don't think I need to take any of this. I'm gonna skip that. Skip that. Didn't give me a negative. That's too bad. But damage taken from each hit won't exceed 11%. After being defeated, a plus 100% dash cooldown. No, thanks. I'm good. I was hoping it would give me a curse scroll, but it didn't, so I don't... Sometimes this guy wakes up and sometimes he doesn't. I haven't figured out why he's sometimes awake on this stage and why he's sometimes sleeping or ignoring you, but if anybody knows, let me know down in the comments. That would be something interesting to find out, because the slippy, slidey nonsense on this stage is really dumb. Really, really dumb. Yeah, I'll give up some of my HP, sure. Extra shield is always good. Like, I'm not sure what the developers were thinking when they were like, you know what would be fun if you went ice skating on the last stage. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be fun at all. In fact, it's the opposite of fun. It makes you feel like you have zero control. Like, I'm all for hazards, but it's just, I think it's laid on a little thick. I think that's all it is. I think if there was just it was a little bit more sparing, at least in the early parts of the stage. That's the other thing, is it seems like it's only really something that they do at the beginning here, which is a little bit odd. Okay, that guy died very fast. I am absolutely shocked at the amount of damage we're doing. I mean, I knew this build was strong. I've play tested it at least once. I think twice. And it is so good. If you're looking for easy wins, go for a weak spot build. The execution build is also pretty decent. But, I mean, you find a decent weapon and go for weak spots, you'll be having a good time, guaranteed. Okay, first purchase at the peddler doesn't cost anything. We like that. We like that a lot. Much appreciated, thank you. Okay, let us just murder the rest of this stage. I want to see how quickly we kill the final boss. Hopefully we get Pole Monarch and not Gluttony. I don't mind Gluttony, but he is he's got more invulnerability states, harder to kill quickly, which is unfortunate because I don't know what's causing me to just like, oh right, I have forgot I had the auto target thing whenever I use my snowball. Which is really busted. Okay. Can we like... That guy needs to be tuned down with all the dashing that he does. 3 exclusives, huh? That's crazy. Obviously, it doesn't work with our current build, so can't take it, but 3 exclusives is pretty good. I mean, we increase weapon damage twice on this thing, but I don't think it's going to be as good as the cavalry. Not even close. Our damage is absolutely insane. All right, frozen grenades, explosion creates a... Yeah, we'll take the vortex, I guess. And then we'll move on. This has been a long run. This has been a long run. But it was well worth it. I do kind of wonder why they decided to go with a bunch of auto aim in this particular update. I don't really care one way or the other. Like, I can aim, so I'm not overly upset about them adding auto aim. It's fine. I'm just curious. Obviously taking this is really good because we get an occult scroll for every 3 red chests. I don't think we're gonna end up getting that, and we got wicked power off of it, which is great. And none of that's necessarily that good. Perfect 6th is awesome, and we get Top Gun off of that, so we just became incredibly strong. I'm curious to see if that is That's more damage than our current weapon, so might as well take that. Okay, so they got absolutely melted. I don't know who is the real one. Obviously, it wasn't him. Okay, found him. Took me a second, but we found him. Okay, we're doing a little bit less damage because we took this Argus, and we need to go get spores on it. So we need to find a craftsman somewhere sooner rather than later. I'm not even really looking at the rest of these weapons. I really don't even need to be. I have 4,000 gold. Force a habit going back to destroy or recycle all the weapons. There's a craftsman. Come here, Mr. Craftsman. I need you to help. There we go. Used all of our monies. Increase the weapon level of our weapon a fair number of times. That guy is super dead. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, the corrosion field being active even after the dude is dead is feels a little bit bad, man. I will say that the execute absolutely trivializes the flying saucers, which is a lot of fun. I like just instantly killing stuff. Even when I don't have an auto-aiming weapon, I still auto-aim. Okay, I'm not... There we go. That is an insane amount of enemies. Can't even see, like, what's in front of me. Kind of amount of enemies. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna stop looking at stuff on the ground and... yeah, we'll go do this. I really don't think that we need any more stuff. Like, I could probably just run through the rest of this pretty quickly, but... Force of habit. Can't help it. Must make build as broken as possible. Okay... And if we die, we've got Lifesaver, so pretty much guarantees that us not, like, losing, I think. There are some instances where we could potentially lose. Sure. That's not going to trigger very often. Basically what that does is every second that we go, every second that we go without, or every 5 seconds that we go without triggering a lucky shot chance, it increases our chance of doing so. And then resets once we trigger it, but we're like constantly triggering lucky shot chance, or lucky shots, so. Nope. Plus 50% weapon and skill damage when there are more than 2 enemies within 10 meters. Oh, that's useless. So, no. Alright, let's go. How fast do we kill the boss? 'Tis the question. I, like, instantly broke that. I don't think Full Monarch even stands a chance. Oh. Take it back. Okay. You're dead. Yeah, right. Oh, okay. I think I had stopped aiming there at the end. He almost killed us. I don't think it was that close, but I had a moment there where I was like, uh-oh. So that was Lynn in all of her glory with weak spot build. So definitely worth checking out. Obviously, this was a pretty long one, but I enjoyed it quite a lot, and I hope you did as well. If you did, be sure to leave a comment down below to let me know. Of course, you can subscribe if you want to show your support. It helps to grow our community. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.